What's up, guys? My name is Miles.
And my name is Fez.
And this is The Commodity. And today we are reacting to Hanwha E&C Philippines Arena PR film. This video was requested by quite a few people for us to react to Philippines' largest arena.
Yeah.
I think it was Asia, or Asia's largest arena?
I think it is. I think it was Asia's.
So I'm super excited to hop into this. We have the Cowboy Stadium, which has, or had, the world's largest TV. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's
you
still
know
the
what's
largest.
number 2 is?
Huh.
Or number 1 is now?
What?
The one in, it's Big Hoss. That's actually in the NASCAR track here in Dallas.
Really?
Yeah. And then I think ours become so we lost it to another Dallas area TV. And then I want to say the one Atlanta beat it out. I might be wrong. But yeah, no, it's still gigantic because it's a single
TV.
LCD.
Yeah. Guys, before we hop into this video, if you could go ahead and give it a like.
LED. Sorry.
It'll help get this video out to more people. Also, if you would, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you guys know when we post our future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more, you can click the join button down below this video. So let's check out the Hanwha E&C Arena.
You know what's really cool that I found out about? The you know how like on tail lights now they're doing like dances and moves and stuff like that, and then like you know how the new Hummer has Hummer written out? They're using OLEDs.
Really?
Yeah, like I was looking at Audi and they were like OLED tail lights. I was like, what?
That's
Yeah.
odd.
A magnificent building completed through mankind's creativity in overcoming nature.
I can already tell this is going to be a cool video.
Yeah.
Here is another proof of mankind's greatness. It is a record of fighting against the impossible and the outcome of infinite tenacity to overcome mankind's every limitation.
That thing's huge. That's a beautiful fountain in the front, too. I wonder if it'll say how many people it can hold.
I'm sure it will. So I'm gonna guess before they say it. So it depends on what sport they play in this, and it's big. It looks like almost the size of an NFL stadium. It might be a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit bigger. I'm guessing 87,000 people.
87,000? Okay.
What's your guess?
I don't know.
Okay, so a college stadium holds anything, you know, it can hold up to 110,000 people. NFL stadium, I think, will hold up to like 90,000, depending on which stadium.
I bet it can hold 100,000.
You think it can hold 100?
The indisputable grandeur and refinement, the technology that made this possible.
It's huge.
The arena was inspired by ancient architecture. By accomplishing a magnitude that exceeds the scale of ancient architecture, it has created a new miracle of 21st century construction technologies. The Philippine Arena was designed with aesthetics in mind, and every aspect of it was built with a grand and enormous scale. The 4-floor interior was designed to create seamless flow and harmony, creating an enormous space in which communities can interact. The Philippine Arena is a multi-purpose facility for hosting large gatherings and various sports matches, as well as performances and events with maximum convenience for the audience. Now the Philippine Arena stands as the new landmark and pride of the Philippines.
That's a lot less than I would think. Like, that's less than an NBA stadium.
Still a lot of people.
Yeah.
The Philippine Arena was an innovation from the start. The Philippine Arena project was executed pursuant to the design and build contract.
I think it looks
so
stunning,
every
but-
process
Oh, yeah.
from design
But for
to
a
the
stadium,
actual
that's
construction
quite
has
small,
been done by
actually.
Hanwha E&C. The design by the first architectural firm was optimized into a viable design through
You know what it sounds like listening to this? The I think it was the first Jurassic Park where they're on the like educational ride.
Yeah, why they're in the Jeep.
Yeah, well, no, when they're in the chairs and it's taking them through the process inside of the facility.
Yeah, where they're like the DNA test is
with the music and everything.
Yeah,
structural reviews. In particular, the safest and most beautiful angle and curvature of the giant dome were determined to withstand external loads such as heat and wind.
you know what? I'm wrong. It's way bigger than an NBA stadium. NBA stadium only holds like 20,000 people.
I was about to say that's a huge stadium for it to be smaller than an NBA stadium.
Yeah, I mean, well, the I think the actual physical size of it is large. I don't know the exact metrics of something like the Cowboy Stadium is astronomically big
Yeah, it's stupid
compared
huge.
to a lot of other even NFL stadiums. But like the college stadiums, they're much bigger than NFL stadiums, and most of them are outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably about the same size of like a baseball stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably like the new Ranger Stadium is probably comparable in size.
Unlike the conventional
even
construction
bigger than
method
that.
of building from the bottom, the Philippine Arena was built with a new construction order where the top was built first. This innovative approach made it possible to execute various processes, such as terrace and reinforced steel bar construction at the same time, securing greater flexibility and shortening the construction period. In the reinforced concrete construction, twice the amount of reinforced steel bars compared to ordinary constructions were for withstanding earthquakes and improving durability. Furthermore, anti-earthquake structural engineering was applied.
7,900 tons.
And to meet the absolute target date on time, Hanwha E&C implemented an innovative space frame system. The space frame system is a new technology that dramatically
So this is where it is. It's only a half. It's like what's the word? A hemispherical style. So it's only half of it.
Mm-hmm.
So had it been like a dome, like a full arena style, where it's like the full sphere, it would probably be 100,000 people.
Right.
So this, how would you do sports like this? Like that'd be an interesting way to do sports because they said sports as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting take on it. Like I've seen stadiums set up like this for like music venues. This is like perfect for music.
Yeah.
But I don't know about sports. This is a weird setup for sports.
Well, you just wouldn't be sitting on the opposite side.
But usually that's a typical sports stadium.
Oh, yeah, but it'd be no different than, I mean, people sit on one side already. There's just other people that sit on the opposite side.
Well, it's usually one team versus the other team.
Well, right, but...
I feel like you're making excuses for it.
No, I'm saying like it's no different sitting on either side. You're seeing the same game.
No, but I know. But I'm just saying that most stadiums are separated. And
Right.
one side is home, one side is away.
Right.
I mean, if it's like an NFL game, then it's usually all home. And then one side will have like a little section that's typically for the away.
Yeah.
reduces the weight of steel frames compared to conventional methods. The steel frame can be welded on the ground to minimize the amount of elevated welding required. This innovative method also prevents seat loss caused by internal columns and eliminates blind spots. The construction was carried out by dividing the building into a total of 46 blocks, assembling the blocks on the ground and installing them. Therefore, other processes could be performed on the interior of the building while the assembly took place, resulting in a 2-month reduction of the construction period. The crucial factor in the installation was minimizing error through detailed modeling of the welded parts between the steel raker and the steel frame, which were to support the structure. Therefore, gaps between bolts were minimized to maintain the highest level of precision. The grandstand of the Philippine Arena consists of 2 decks. A conventional method of placing PC stands was applied in the lower deck. In the upper deck, however, PC stands would have added too much weight and required the supporting steel raker to become excessively large. To overcome this challenge, Hanwha ENC implemented the new sandwich
I was literally about to say,
system.
I feel bad. I don't know what any of these SPS and PC is. I mean, and then they finally said sandwich plate system. I feel like unless you're actually there working, because I feel like that's not even like a standard statement in the industry. You know what I mean? That feels like we're going to call it the sandwich plate system because it's innovative, you know?
Yeah.
And then PC is, did they say?
I don't think so.
Okay. I was like,
SPS is material used primarily on ships, and implementing it in a construction project was an innovation. The implementation of SPS dramatically increased the construction efficiency. Adopting the lightweight SPS minimized the use of lifting equipment during installation. Being able to use smaller equipment added greater flexibility in the order of the construction.
It must have took so long to
The
build
SPS
these
makes
structures.
it possible
Probably
to
takes
assemble all
Right
the components in the
below through the
factory,
stuff, though.
making
That's
it
the
an
crazy
ideal
part.
choice for
For
adding
as
greater
complicated as
precision to
it
the
is.
construction and shortening the construction period.
so the new Ranger Stadium, literally, like, had it not been for COVID and a couple other things, it was done in like 3 or 4 years.
really.
I mean, that's a huge stadium too. I think it houses like 20, 30,000 people, something like that, maybe a little bit more. But it's just crazy how they can, but that's just building in general. They can blow through a building in no time.
Right.
I don't know if that makes me more comfortable, but
They're just such massive structures.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like this isn't
One of the
designed for
challenges to
sports in
overcome in
general.
the Philippine Arena project was natural disasters. The Philippine Arena was designed to withstand any natural disaster and was built applying earthquake resistance technology that can withstand up to a 7.5 magnitude earthquake. LRBs with 400 millimeter displacement were installed in the connecting points between the roof and lower structures so that the roof and other structures can move
some strong
independently
rubber.
in case of an earthquake. LRBs reduce the member force by 5 to 6 times.
Or huge.
If the lower structure of the building trembles in the case of an earthquake, the upper portion moves
dope.
independently and withstands tremors up to 400 millimeters.
That would be cool just to see.
Yeah.
The whole top just kind of doing this number.
But it will probably wouldn't be
Expansion
cool
joints
to.
were
No,
designed
no,
with a
not the
lower
live
structure
through.
to maintain a suitable distance between buildings and to prevent building damage or collapse in case of an earthquake. Technologies to withstand strong winds in frequent typhoons were also researched and applied. Hanwha ENC performed various simulations based on typhoon data over the past 50 years and applied its results to designing the roof and the structure. The roof of the
Yeah, my thinking was, what if the wind blew the other way? But they were saying that they took the research from 50 years
Right.
and applied it. Now, could the anomaly happen? Absolutely. But statistically, they designed it properly.
Yeah.
So I dig that.
The Philippine Arena consists mainly of the roof, gutter, nosing, and back of bowl. The surface of the world's largest roof was finished seamlessly with 187
world's
meter
largest
extrusion
roof?
molded sheets.
At least it was in 2015.
Furthermore, Technologies for absorbing expansion caused by the tropical heat were developed and applied. Considering the poor local conditions, such as the unstable power supply and frequent blackouts, the Philippine Arena was equipped with a backup power plant.
See, that's why I'm thinking that this is like the world's largest arena. Because
So is arena different than stadium?
I guess, but I mean it's the world's largest roof. So and there's ceilings on a lot of stadiums.
So I guess arena would indicate that it's a closed top.
Right.
Capacity to carry 100% of the power load to provide sufficient power for hosting events without power failures.
That's a huge power room.
The ventilation was also engineered through various simulations to supply optimal cooling effects in the shortest time possible. The Philippine Arena was completed with impeccable strength to
Biggest
achieve the
indoor
dream
arena.
of an everlasting architecture.
Looking back, I got on board only last year when the roof was not yet complete. Hanwha finished it sooner than expected. We cannot overemphasize the hardships of the technicality of the roof, of everything. It's done, it's complete ahead of time. You surpass all our expectations.
It's so gorgeous.
The ultimate architectural work, created by combining technologies and innovations. The Philippine Arena is the result of hard
beautiful.
work and tenacity, and proof of Hanwha E&C's capacity in building for large structures.
It'd be cool to attend an event like that out there.
Design the world. Hanwha E&C.
Like, I don't want to deny that it's huge. Like, that's without a doubt. It's just a weird design to me, or at least to Western designs. Does that
Right.
make sense? Because it's beautiful, it's stunning, it's gigantic for sure. Because when I looked it up, it says it houses for sports, concerts, which I think that based off the design, it's probably mostly for concerts.
I doubt it. I'm sure it's probably equal.
And then, of course, it said religious gatherings
Yeah.
and stuff. But I'm just saying that it just seems like a weird design for sports. Because, again, I think that there's a reason why all sports arenas generally are designed one specific way.
Right.
They're all. They even use the example of the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
And the Coliseum is designed exactly the same way. It's round.
Right.
And it's got seating all the way around. I'm kind of curious of why they went. Well, I take that back. I'm not. They kind of explained why they went that route. Because it's all about the aerodynamics, because they deal with such extreme weather
Right.
there. So it makes sense on the way that they did it. It's just, it's interesting. It's different.
It's just just different. I think it's dope. I mean,
It would have been cool to see that with a retracting roof. That would have been awesome.
yeah, the world's largest roof, though, the world's largest arena. That's insane. Because hopping into this video, we thought it was Asia's largest arena, and now
I'm just
the world's.
like, obviously they don't. This one isn't going. It's world's largest arena, I think, based off footprint, because not amount of amount of people. Because
right.
there's tons of stadiums that are bigger than 55 or whatever it said. But it's really cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
I would love to see this in person,
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
just to get an idea. Because from here it looks smaller.
Yeah.
And then hearing
On
the
video.
words 55,000 feels small in my head. And again, I'm comparing that to like college football stadiums are gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
The team that I follow is the University of Tennessee. Their stadium, and it's not an arena, it's just a bowl style stadium. For a little while, it was the largest stadium for attendance.
Mm-hmm.
It could hold like 112,000 people.
Wow.
And then I believe there's an Indian a stadium in India that has wanted out, and then a bunch of stadiums in the U.S. that are for college that have the next 5 stadiums, and it's just because college games, I don't know, they sell out like crazy.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, the design's beautiful. I mean,
I could see tennis, because I think tennis is a one-sided stadium.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Because every time I ever watch tennis, it seems like it's all on one side, but it could be just perspective from the camera. Because
Right.
I've never been to a tennis match in my entire life. So
Yeah.
let us know down in the comments what kind of sports they play, because that's more my thing. I'm not a big fan of concerts. It's not that I'm against them. It's too much sweat.
I like concerts.
Yeah, it's not been a big thing for me. So let us know down in the comments. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, and don't hate me, please hit the like button. It helps the YouTube YouTube algorithm. If you want to see our future videos or our next video, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you'll know. And if you want to support us directly, hit the join button, join our membership program. And with that being said,
My name's Miles.
and my name is Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.
Out.